more than 7,000 leads and tips.
And Utah Governor Spencer Cox says when they find the gunman, they'll seek the death penalty. New video of him has been released.
Racing across the rooftop and dropping to the ground on the day of the shooting. We're told a palm impression and other smudges were left behind that investigators now hope to use to collect DNA. After this quick escape, you can see the person walking through the parking lot. Agents say they found the gun used, a high-powered bolt-action rifle that was dumped in a nearby wooded area.
Fox's CB Cotton at Utah Valley University, where Kirk was assassinated Wednesday while addressing a crowd at one of the conservatives' campus events debating students. President Trump calls the gunman an animal. He's praised Kirk as a martyr and patriot, will posthumously honor him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I spoke to Erica, his wife, and we had a long talk, and she's devastated. She is absolutely devastated, as you can imagine.
Vice President Vance went to Utah and then took Charlie Kirk's casket and family to Arizona. Kirk's Turning Point USA organization is based in Phoenix. Now an update on Wednesday's school shooting at Evergreen High in Colorado that left 2 students wounded.
That teen shooter, only 16 years old, authorities saying he opened fire repeatedly at the Colorado high school. We now know Desmond Hawley rode the bus to school Wednesday morning before opening fire with a revolver around lunchtime. Officials say he hit one student inside of the school and another outside. Hawley then turned the gun on himself and later died at the hospital. The motive is still unclear, but authorities do say the teenager was influenced by an extremist network.
Fox's Chandler Painter, a Navy midshipman's hospitalized, shot and wounded during an active shooter scare at the U.S. Naval Academy in Maryland that turned out to be a false alarm. The student reportedly mistook law enforcement that responded as a threat, attacked them, and was injured and returned fire. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why police are investigating a county coroner. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. Johnson County Coroner Mike Pruitt is under state police investigation after a series of text messages with a 17-year-old high school student. Pruitt is accused of buying alcohol and gummies for her, cannabis gummies that is, while recording her while she was intoxicated and later sending her the audio. Police say he gave her tips on using gummies and told her to stash beer in her room after a 4-H event in Illinois. Sheriff Dwayne Burgess requested the review after serving Pruitt with a protective order last month. People gathered at the University of Southern Indiana last night after political activist Charlie Kirk was assassinated in Utah on Wednesday. They displayed signs, wrote cards, and highlighted issues like free speech and gun violence. A similar vigil is planned at IU on Sunday. 2 people accused of being part of a road rage incident in Whitestown back on July of 24 were sentenced to prison Thursday.
James Brown of Indianapolis was identified as the man who shot and critically injured a semi-truck driver while he was in a black sedan. Whitestown Police Captain John Yurkosh says Brown was in that sedan with Kendra Johnson Brown, and she was the one driving.
They were cutting in and out of traffic, driving at high speeds, and then braking in front of semis and other cars.
Brown got 30 years in prison, and Johnson Brown received an 8-year sentence.
That the convictions they got were very appropriate for the violent crime that was committed.
John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Fever will play the Atlanta Dream on Sunday in Game 1 of the WNBA playoffs. Game 2 is right back here in Indianapolis on Tuesday at 7:30, and the Indianapolis Colts look to go 2-0 for the first time since 2009 when they host the Denver Broncos on Sunday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com you have traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every single time. Free inspections, honest advice, and top-quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
All right, I'm being told via our text line that the lights are out at Pendleton Pike and Franklin Road, so we have to take turns there until the lights are restored. That's via our text line. You can text me your traffic tips at 317-239-9393. A northeast side ramp reopening on Monday. This is eastbound 465 to Benford, and this will help out. That's supposed to be reopened sometime Monday morning, hopefully before morning rush hour. We will be keeping an eye on that. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. Hey, happy Friday. It's going to be another warm one here. No problems today. Plenty of sunshine. We'll go with a high of around 86 this afternoon. Very similar to yesterday. Clear and quiet tonight. A low down to 61. We start cranking up the heat a bit here this weekend. Saturday, partly cloudy. There is a very isolated stray shower or thunderstorm chance overnight Saturday night. I think that's going to be mainly north of the city. Saturday's high 87. Sunday, partly cloudy, hot 90, and we'll continue the heat Monday. Sunshine to open up the work week with highs into the low 90s.
That's just nuts.
Yeah, I know.
But it's not humidity accompanying, correct?
Right. Yeah. If there's any silver lining to this, it is when the sun goes down, it's going to cool off pretty quickly. So you'll be overnight lows.
Oh no.
Nice, so.
No, Marcus. When the sun goes down, that's when it heats up.
Oh, that's how the sun goes. Yeah.
That's what Matt Bear always says. When the sun goes down, heats right up.
He does say that.
He does. Yeah. Not right now. Not right now when we need him most. Now he says nothing. But other times, when we want him to stop talking, he's like, you know what I always say? When the sun goes down, that's right. That's what he says.
In that Matt Bear deep voice that none of us can do.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, Matt's got a deeper voice than me, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Matt has a deeper voice than me.
I think he has the deepest voice at WIBC.
Yeah, it's him and Casey. It's very close. Him, Casey, Terry Stacy. It's like a three-way constant.
That's right. Yes.
Tie.
Yep. Yeah.
Going on there.
Yeah.
Second place. Maybe Rob Kendall. Third place, producer Allison.
If you want a deep voice, you just smoke.
There he is.
Yeah, smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and that's.
Oh.
I don't anymore, but when I was a kid, that's
right.
When my voice deep, 14 to 16 years old.
Paul Malls.
There you go, kid.
Put off the filter.
Paul Malls, yeah, I'm not Camel Wides. Thank you very much. That's what my friends were smoking, so to fit in, I would do it too. And
Camel what's?
Wides. It was a very wide cigarette, Tony.
Oh, Wides.
Yeah, Wides.
Oh gosh, I thought you said Camel Whites. I was gonna be like racist.
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, that's what I was thinking too. But it was bad for my health, but it got me into radio. So
there you go.
I would bet you any amount of money that anybody in radio can point to the thing that was bad for their health that got them into radio.
That's got them in radio,
right? Yeah. Healthy people don't do this.
It's just the top of the list, man.
Well-adjusted people are like, you know what? I love the sound of my voice so much, everybody has to hear this. No one. I don't want them to see me. Oh, no. Don't look at me, but I just want you to listen.
Well-adjusted people got into TV. That's what happened.
No, that's incorrect.
Exactly.
That is absolutely incorrect.
I know. Totally incorrect. Totally. I've met Scott Sander. Totally incorrect.
Poor Scott. Okay. Scott doesn't do anything wrong, and he still catches a little shrapnel on the show.
And he's the most sane out of all of us.
I know. The thing I would like to do, by the way, 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:09. I'm Tony Katz. That's Matt Bear. We're still talking to Marcus Bailey. Here's the dream scenario, Matt Bear. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, totally.
April Fool's Day, We do a switch with Wish TV. We host the TV show. They host the radio show.
In.
Oh, boy.
So in. Yeah. All right.
Yes. I'll do it. I don't have to wear a suit and tie. That'd be awesome.
Right. Well, first of all, yes, if you do it my way, you do. So here's what I think would happen. People on radio would think, oh, my gosh, that was interesting. We would burn the actual physical television station to the ground. We would just destroy the whole thing.
Why not?
Right?
I think this is a good idea. I love this idea.
They would have to fumigate the entire studio after we leave, I think.
Well,
you would shower. Phil Sanchez? What are you talking about?
Be amazing. Oh, look at that. Phil Sanchez now taking shrapnel.
Boom.
All right.
That's right.
We're going to go now. That is my dream.
Right.
Boy can dream. That's Marcus Bailey from Wish TV. Let's start the show.
This hour is powered by Sundown Gardens, Hamilton County's fall nursery headquarters.
And it's time for a commercial. People on X who follow at WIBC and follow me at Tony Katz talking about smoking cloves. And you know Matt Bear was a clove smoker. Matt Bear totally smoked cloves. For Gen Z and anybody getting ready to go to school, that was what hipsters of Gen X smoked cloves. We weren't yet into like full-on grunge. We didn't quite understand that. We didn't know we were supposed to wear like a wool cap when it was 97 degrees out. We weren't aware of that. But cloves, oh yeah. Oh yeah, if that you dated a girl who smoked cloves and, well, that was eccentric.
It was like smoking perfume.
So nasty.
It's gross.
So nasty.
The whole thing's gross, but cloves were especially gross.
I don't think you should smoke anything that reminds you of Nana. It's just my advice.
She wouldn't want that anyways.
No. Rest her soul. Rest her soul. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. We went a little long there with Marcus. I do have a tremendous amount for you, of course, because yesterday between the memorials of September 11th, between getting the first updates about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there's a lot of news that we still need to reach, and we're going to do that today. The updates on the shooters, that someone's being tracked. They have posted a photo of a person of interest. They can see video of this person, how they walked through a neighborhood to get to the school, how they jumped off the roof and then tracked through a neighborhood to escape. Are they going to get this person? Is this the only person they're looking for? The information has been oddly forthcoming in that there's information and then there's kind of like counter information, and there are people upset with the FBI for not being more forthcoming. And I would only say there are reasons for these things, and it can be incompetence. It also can be purposeful, so that a person being tracked is thrown off a scent, doesn't understand where other people might be coming to arrest them or to get information about them or others. So we're going to breathe. We're going to hold tight. We're going to take the information as we have it and share it with you. Now, what was found on that firearm, that bolt-action rifle, and on the ammo, well, I'll get to that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. The surge in data centers continues in Indiana at 6:32. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service? You need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust, like Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling? We'll find that independent American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
All right, Tony, over in Lawrence, Penn Pike at Franklin Road, the traffic lights aren't working right now, so we have to take turns for a bit until the power is restored. Right now, no major backup there. You should be all right. Inbound 69 looks fantastic coming down from Hamilton County. We'll call it State Road 37 to 465. It's running for 5 minutes right now. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com. Or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg is where I buy jewelry for my wife and very nice watches for myself, including Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. The most incredible selection of diamonds, gold, and rare pieces. Talk to PA Jewelers about that special piece or that special piece you want to sell. And don't forget to join PA Jewelers for their anniversary sale on September 13th. I'll be there starting at 3 p.m. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. PAJewelers.jewelry. That's PAJewelers.jewelry.
The deals and specials are sizzling hot. It's the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. The best dealers in the region. Hundreds of tables. Just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. Must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you, or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
What's your reaction to Russian drone incursion into Poland?
Could have been a mistake. Could have been a mistake. But regardless, I'm not happy about anything having to do with that whole situation. But hopefully it's going to come to an end.
You shouldn't be happy about that whole situation. And you could say, hopefully it's going to come to an end all you want, Mr. President. But you and I both know, as we're sitting having a Diet Coke, maybe we'll split a Big Mac. No? No, men don't split Big Macs. That's absolutely correct, sir. You passed the test. Poland might very well do something about it, and I'm not so sure you're even going to be able to stop them. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Now, if NATO wants them to stop full force, they're going to stop. But Russia engaging in this incursion, in this drone attack on Poland, has the Poles unpleased. This is all about triangulation is the wrong word, but if someone has a better word, throw it in the chat room on the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. Allow me to give my thoughts. Hold on a second. I'm sending out a text to the soon-to-be ambassador to Poland. That's right. Tony's sometimes fancy. So you're Russia, and you have this quote-unquote pressure on you to come to the table to get to a deal with Ukraine. And the president of the United States meets with the leader of Russia in Anchorage, as he did. Then he meets with these European leaders. And, well, between that meeting and the meeting with the European leaders and Zelensky at the White House, it doesn't all connect. It doesn't all flow through. And whatever it is that Putin was discussing at the meeting doesn't come to fruition, which is standard operating procedure for Vladimir Putin. Putin believes that he has the upper hand in this situation with Ukraine, the invasion by Russia of Ukraine. They have more bodies they can throw at this. They have more hardware they can throw at this. And they've got the Chinese on their side. They're going to be able to take out Ukraine without question. China doesn't care. If it keeps the U.S. busy and costs them money, they're totally fine with it. And if Russia has Ukraine, that's also fine, too, because Russia is, if not already, just 30 seconds away from being a vassal state of China anyway. To which Russia knows this, and Russia's plan, I would believe, understanding Vladimir Putin a little bit, is take their money, take their help, take their money, and then fight like bloody heck if you have to get them off your back, hope something else happens, that you can still have a country to, quote-unquote, govern. Although John McCain was always correct, it's not a country. It's a gas station masquerading as a country. So how do you go about getting a maximum amount of leverage regarding Ukraine? Because you understand that you're losing people. You understand that you're spending money and you don't want to, but you want the land. You're not going to walk away without the Donbass. You're not. You want these areas, Zaporizhzhia and all the rest. How do you do that? Well, you create other instances of disturbance to show a bit of recklessness. And in doing so, you say, all right, I'll stop that if this. It's a very North Korea saber-rattling kind of move. Hey, we're testing nukes. Hey, we're testing nukes. Oh, look, food. All right, we're not going to test nukes. It's that. So you create the threat as they have in the Baltics. The Baltic states are dang well concerned, and rightfully so, about some level of Russian intervention. If you've never, I say it a lot, look at the map. We only think we understand how the world works. If you take a look at Estonia, you take a look at Latvia, you take a look at Lithuania, Belarus is already playing the part of whatever you want, Russia. The drones that hit Poland came out of Belarus. So when you have three countries that are bordered by Russia and Russia's super awesome buddy, you have real concerns about invasion, damage, death, etc. He's been saber-rattling that for a while. When it comes to Poland and what happened here, you take these drones, you hit Poland, and you say, oh, that was a mistake. It's not a mistake. Now Poland has to get mobilized. You got to bring Poland's temperature down. Well, NATO has to do that, but NATO's temperature is already a little bit up. And they've already invoked Article 4, which is to call everybody up and be like, guys, get your stuff. We're doing this. The next step is Article 5. An attack on one is an attack on all. Article 4 is basically that scene between Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner. It says, I can't tell you where we're going. I can't tell you what we're doing, but we're going to hurt a lot of people. And Jeremy Renner goes, whose car are we taking? It's a great scene, no matter what you think of Affleck. It's a great scene. That's Article 4. So now you've got Poland at the go. You've got Ukraine still in this fight. And Russia's there saying, well, listen, if Ukraine would just give up all these areas of the Donbass, Donetsk and Luhansk and Zaporizhia and everything down to Crimea, on that eastern flank, everything down to Crimea, well, then, that would be good. We would stop that. They would have learned their lesson. So it's about creating pressure on multiple sides to get what it is they want. There's no sense in them stopping now if they feel they're going to get it. But if by engaging some other antics, they can get what they want faster, it's a win for them. And Trump so wants the deal, and this is certainly something that I would assume he's aware of. Just because you want a deal doesn't mean you should take the deal. But the first rule of Trumpism is Trump wins, and the second rule of Trumpism is that a deal can always be made as long as it adheres to the first rule of Trumpism. His role is to say, peace, I told you. Russia's role is, what can I get? What's the maximum leverage I can apply before breaking to get the maximum amount? And then how do I go back at this in 3 years? Because he will. Because anybody who trusts Vladimir Putin is out of their minds. That's my take. I'd love to hear yours. Matt Bear, he's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, looking at the south side, northbound 65 slows, Raymond into the south split. That is a construction zone. And in Lawrence, lights flashing red at Penn Pike and Franklin Road, so we have to take turns until the power at that intersection has been restored. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
It's Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on breaking developments with the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's JMV, and fall is in the air at Sundown Gardens in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden in Bargersville. Locally grown mums and pumpkins are everywhere, along with fall annuals and a wide selection of fall decor. Stop in this week to get your home beautified and in season for the cool days and crisp fall nights. Locally grown mums and pumpkins, plus fall annuals and decor, all at Sundown Gardens. Up north at 186th and Spring Mill Road in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden. State Road 135 just south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
98 years of quality and comfort with Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, our family-owned store has been your trusted source for top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and right now, during our 98th anniversary sale, save up to 50% off on furniture and mattresses, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and extra discounts for cash. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Truck drivers and owner-operators, there's never been a better time to team up at Schneider. We have more team-friendly loads than ever, including express delivery parcel freight that offers great miles with no delays to keep the wheels turning. Plus, for a limited time, company team drivers may be eligible for a sign-on bonus of up to $16,000. Owner-operator teams may qualify for a $10,000 incentive. Explore team driver positions at SchneiderJobs.com and search team contracting jobs at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What they're receiving and what they hope comes from that. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:30.
So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing.
That's Utah Governor Spencer Cox at a press conference late last night as police keep searching for Charlie Kirk's killer.
We've been working with our attorneys, getting everything that we need, affidavits ready, so that we can pursue the death penalty in this case.
Right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated in Utah on Wednesday, the FBI detained and then released 2 people after interrogation. The agency is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Immigration and customs operations continue in and around Chicago, where there's uncertainty about a large-scale crime crackdown.
President Trump has said in recent days that he may send National Guard troops to other cities and states where they'd be welcomed instead of Chicago, where Mayor Brandon Johnson and Governor J.B. Pritzker continue resisting efforts, calling a presidential troop mobilization unnecessary, illegal, and unwarranted. Here in Chicago, dozens have been shot, over a dozen killed so far in the 12 days of September. And as ICE and other federal agencies continue targeting what it calls the worst of the worst in its illegal immigration action. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
It's almost fall, but it's going to feel like the middle of summer.
For Indianapolis specifically, at least, the average is 79 degrees for a high and 58 for a low. We had been seeing below normal for a good chunk of the beginning of September, and now we're going to see well above normal.
That's forecaster Casey Fuson at the National Weather Service. She says temperatures will stay in the mid-90s through next week. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. In an effort to provide the state with a playbook when considering data center projects, the Indiana Economic Development Corporation is paying another $625,000 to a consulting firm to finish a white paper report on the trend. In total, the IEDC is paying $1.275 million to Massachusetts-based Boston Consulting Group for a study examining economic and incentive structures surrounding data centers. Meantime, as data center proposals continue to surge across the state, Morgan County is next in line for a major investment as an unnamed developer moves ahead with a $1 billion project. Since the start of the year, Morgan County officials have rezoned nearly 400 acres of farmland for light industrial use and approved a series of tax abatements that will see at least $1 billion of investment into a data center campus near Monrovia. That's about 25 miles southwest of downtown Indianapolis. The Northwest Indiana Regional Development Authority has approved the creation of a nonprofit subsidiary designed to boost development and private sector investment in the region. The land development entity is designed to accelerate redevelopment by assisting with assembling, acquiring, and stabilizing challenging properties, working in partnership with local municipalities. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate.
We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
A new study from DePaul University shows the university generated more than $78 million in economic impact for Putnam County during the 2023-24 fiscal year. The report, conducted in partnership with Idaho-based Lightcast, says the university supports 1 out of every 17 jobs in the county and represents 5.4% of the county's total economic output. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Southside northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. And check it out to northwest side. This is a stall on northbound 65 just north of that 465 interchange. No delay at the moment. Just watch out for the shoulders as you make your way through that area. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
What do we have? What's the temperature out there? What are we thinking? No, that's not it. It's 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports? Sure. Ryan Hedrick, what up?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Fever take on the Atlanta Dream in Sunday's playoff opener. And despite injuries, head coach Stephanie White says her team is really locked in.
It's nice to have had the opportunity with this group for 10 days, and then, hopefully now these extra 5 days that we have, or however many days that we have, continue to work that continuity.
And the Fever visit Atlanta Sunday at 3. Game 2 right back here in Indianapolis on Tuesday at 7:30. Whoops. President Trump joined families of fallen 9/11 first responders for Thursday night's Yankees-Tigers game.
And I will say you're going to win. George used to coach. For some reason, I don't know what it was, we won every time I came. Randy, is that right?
And they did. The Yankees rolled past the Tigers 9-3. Aaron Judge smashed 2 home runs. Number 22, Indiana plays Indiana State tonight in Bloomington at 6:30. The Colts played the Broncos Sunday, and the Packers beat the Commanders 27-18 last night. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's JMV and fall is in full swing at Miss M's Home and Garden. Locally grown mums and pumpkins plus fall annuals and decor. State Road 135 in Bargersville. Miss M's Home and Garden.com.
live stream happening over at YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. My video is up. Producer Carl, throw me on in there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The chat room is there as well. There is a very, very serious issue in Indiana that has come to the fore in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, which is members of the Indiana Democratic Party, people who work at universities, school teachers, who so can't control themselves that they are finding ways to cheer the death of Charlie Kirk or to find some type of, well, you know, he did this to himself. To Governor Braun, I don't want to hear anything else except some people are getting fired. Now, investigate and do all the steps, absolutely. But if you think Charlie Kirk deserved it because he supported the Second Amendment, that's not somebody who can work in state government. They can't work for Child Protective Services. They can't work for your office. They can't work anywhere. I support the Second Amendment. I support the right to keep and bear arms. That means I'm begging for someone to shoot me dead? That's insane. It's an insane statement. I support people having a car. Does that mean I want people run over? It is an insane thought. And these people are so very, very broken. They will all now say that, yeah, her skirt was too short and that's why she was raped. That's what's being said. That's what got said by the Bartholomew County Democrats, which good on the Indiana Republicans, showing not only their horrific original post that I shared originally, that Indy Spanglish from right here at WIBC shared originally, where they wrote about Charlie Kirk being assassinated, violent delights have violent ends, which is from Romeo and Juliet, to a so-called apology where they wrote, yesterday evening, a post was shared on our page regarding the horrific news of Charlie Kirk's passing. He spent a good deal of his time advocating for the Second Amendment, even to the moment that it took his life. The Second Amendment did not take his life. A deranged lunatic still on the run took his life. And they have to be deranged because they set up on a roof dressed in all black to try and kill him and succeeded. And a post wasn't shared on your page. It didn't come from the aliens. You did this, and you don't know how to take responsibility. The Bartholomew County Democrats are terrible, and the Indiana Democratic Party, this is what you allow. This is saying, well, he deserved it. You're the people who think that the woman wearing the skirt too short deserves to be raped. That's you. And if you want to fight about that, if you want to debate that, I'm right here. This is what you're saying. Millions of law-abiding gun owners didn't do this. The Second Amendment remains. It wasn't an issue with the Second Amendment. What an absolute fraud. Why are we allowing this? We have reports of professors or administrators at Ball State, teachers from South Bend and other places, all saying, I don't care if Charlie Kirk died. As a matter of fact, he deserved it. These are not people who have the temperament to be near children. Remember when they would talk about temperament? They cannot be near children. And in your local neighborhood, if someone is saying these things, not disagreeing with you politically, saying these things, he deserved it, gone, fired. Now, if you say to me, oh, Tony, you're engaging in cancel culture, which some foolish people have, but hey, they're on social media and they're trying to get a click. If you're asking, can a teacher actually engage with children while thinking that someone they disagree with politically deserves to die? The answer is no, they can't. We will hold the standard. I think we should take it a step further. If you work in public education, you're not allowed to have social media accounts. And if you put up burner social media accounts, you should go to jail. And you say to me, so you're curtailing their First Amendment rights. I am saying that all employers have rules. There are things I'm not allowed to say. I would get fired, meaning I can say it, but I would get fired. I accepted that in the contract. We should have contracts with them that are far more intense. Engage with the education of children. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe by allowing them to post, we could see who they really are. We can see who they really are. And by seeing who they are, we know who to get rid of. There are some teachers that need to be fired. And as for the Bartholomew County Democrats, well, Indiana Democratic Party, you've got a real ugly problem. It'd be great if you tried to fix it. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Lights are not working at Penn Pike and Franklin Road, so it's going to be a little bit slower to those 465 ramps. Please take turns. I know it's a busy intersection. Looking at northbound 65 in Pike Township, a breakdown on the shoulder after the 465 ramps, and no delay at the moment. Just be careful, please. Northbound 65 south side slow. Raymond Street up to the south, but it is a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B-Window right now. Employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves some kind of temperature. I don't know why I just can't keep it in my head, but I can't. I don't know. 56 degrees? Sounds great. In the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, the time is 6:46.
You let him try violin because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots, on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/9/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Cambridge Fieldhouse.
One person injured as the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, was locked down due to suspicious activity. This took place yesterday. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. One person injured. Naval Security Forces clearing a building. It was a discussion of an active shooter. Somebody who was I believe, wanted to be a graduate. A midshipman was shot after mistaking an officer as a threat. This according to WBAL. A midshipman sheltering in place mistook an officer as a threat and was shot by law enforcement. In the investigation, locked down out of an abundance of caution, anonymous threats made by a midshipman who was thrown out of the academy. Bad things happen. And this is one of those situations like we've seen the hoaxes on college campuses. That's what this seems to have been. So there was a shelter in order placed because of this lockdown. Naval security forces were clearing the building. A midshipman mistook a member of law enforcement as a threat, hit him using a training weapon. Law enforcement then shot the midshipman because they didn't know. Flown by medevac to a hospital where he is stable. Crazy story. I'm glad nobody else was hurt. Then there's this story out of Texas. And if you would, producer Carl, you know, we talked about Irina Zarutska in Charlotte getting stabbed to death. And we were right, too, and the media was desperately trying to clearly not engage that story. But there were two other stories just like it where women got killed. Can you just go back a little bit into the Wayback Machine during the break? And can you find those stories? I want to make sure we've covered them in full. Because there's a story like this one. Bill Malugin over there at Fox posted this. There was a suspect arrested in Dallas, Texas, a Cuban illegal alien released into the U.S. by the Biden administration in January, even though he had an active deportation order. So this is Malugin reporting on it. He was released from ICE custody January 13th of 2025. So a week before Trump took office. Because there was no significant likelihood of removal in the foreseeable future. So instead of deporting, instead of holding, gone. Just goodbye. We'll let you loose. Biden administration didn't believe they could enforce the deportation order because Cuba doesn't cooperate, as if that matters. That means that our foreign policy is dependent on whether or not other countries are willing to work with us. That's a nutty thing to have happen. His criminal history includes false imprisonment in California, indecency with a child in Texas, grand theft of a vehicle in Florida, carjacking and false imprisonment in California. He got acquitted on carjacking, convicted of false imprisonment. He beheaded the manager of a motel and is seen on video, sorry, getting graphic, picking up the severed head and throwing it into a dumpster. The border is the biggest story in America. We have to remove every illegal immigrant from the country. Don't tell us, well, there are plenty of good people. I don't doubt that. But this has got to stop. This is one of those stories that is going to get drowned out. And I'm not saying the other stories aren't important. So is this. President Trump is right. We have to remove every illegal immigrant from the country. These people are not welcome. And I don't care what Cuba wants. We have planes and parachutes. Don't tell me we can't. For this hotel manager, whose name we'll never know, Yeah, we can. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Okay, this is a crash in Greenwood. It's County Line Road to the west of Airport Parkway. Okay, no delay right now at the moment. That could change here in the next few minutes. Also, northbound 65 slows from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Southbound 65 70 slow from Michigan Street down to Fletcher Avenue. And a stall. This is on the northwest side. Northbound 65 past 465. A stall blocking 2 right lanes, so that's causing a slowdown right now. On the northeast side, this is Lawrence, Penn Pike at Franklin Road. Traffic lights are not working, so please take turns at that intersection until they're fixed. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store. And ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
Summer is here, and that means it's time for new flooring in your home. Brothers Floor Covering is ready to help. Brand new carpet, hardwoods, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank in stock now. Plus, Brothers Floor Covering can get your new flooring installed in as little as 2 weeks. Visit Brothers Floor Covering today at their new location, 8550 North Michigan Road. Discover why buying local means getting more, not paying more. Get the flooring of your dreams installed now. Go to brothers-floorcovering.com. That's brothers-floorcovering.com.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a U.S.-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
The IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is back at the racing capital of the world. This sports car racing event, September 19th through 21st, is different than anything you've seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sunday the 21st, it's the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks. And now the race runs 6 hours. The paddock is open for fans all weekend long. Infield camping opportunities make this a can't-miss weekend. Kids 15 and under are free with a paid adult. Get your tickets at IMS.com.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on breaking developments with the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Coming up minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why police are investigating a county coroner and what forecasters are saying about these summer-like temperatures as it nears fall. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
Still searching for Charlie Kirk's assassin. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
I think progress is being made. He's an animal, total animal. And hopefully they'll have him and they'll get him.
President Trump will be on TV on Fox and Friends next hour. Also says he had a long conversation with Kirk's widow and she's devastated. Vice President Vance flew Kirk's casket and family from Utah to Arizona, where Kirk's Turning Point USA organization is based, and the president says he'll attend the funeral. As for the manhunt,
the weapon used, a bolt-action rifle, was later recovered in a nearby wooded area, according to investigators who so far have not commented on the engraved messages which were left behind on both the firearm and ammunition. So far, again, the FBI has declined to comment on this. We've also got new, clearer images of the person of interest, and they also give us a better view of the man's face and the clothes he was wearing. A baseball cap with a triangle logo, dark sunglasses, and a black shirt with an American flag and eagle.
Fox's CB Cotton outside Utah Valley University, where Kirk was assassinated Wednesday while addressing a crowd. A U.S. Naval Academy student is hospitalized after this happened.
There was an on-campus lockdown at the Naval Academy because of what turned out to be a false report that a disgruntled, dismissed midshipman had returned, armed, posing as military police, knocking on dormitory doors. A Navy student sheltering in the dorms under that lockdown order mistook a real naval security officer clearing the building as the falsely reported active shooter.
Fox's Chris Foster, that student attacked that officer, then was shot and wounded. We're learning more about Wednesday's Colorado school shooting and the gunman, a 16-year-old student at Evergreen High.
He was radicalized by some extremist network.
Jefferson County Sheriff's spokesperson Jackie Kelly. Now that boy is dead after wounding two fellow students in the school. He turned the gun on himself. The victims are in critical condition. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What your governor is saying about the rising cost of electricity. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. AES Indiana is seeking a nearly $200 million rate increase across the board, which means about $21 extra for you on your bill per month. But the Indiana Utility Consumer Counselor recommends a $21 million rate cut. Governor Braun recently appointed Abby Gray to lead the OUCC, which represents Indiana consumers in utility cases.
I was proud of her when she recommended not only not granting a rate increase, but knocking your rates back. I don't think that's ever been done by that particular agency.
And Braun appeared on the Hammer and Nigel show Thursday. AES's rebuttal testimony is set for October 7th. Johnson County Coroner Mike Pruitt is under state police investigation this morning after a series of text messages with a 17-year-old high school student. Pruitt is accused of buying her alcohol and cannabis gummies and then recording her while she was intoxicated and sending her the audio messages. The cops say he gave her tips on using the gummies and told her to stash beer in her room at a 4-H event in Illinois. Sheriff Dwayne Burgess requested the review after serving Pruitt with a protection order last month. Temperatures will warm up significantly this weekend.
For potentially Saturday, but more so Sunday through Wednesday, we'll see a return of likely 90-degree temperatures in the low 90s.
And that is Casey Fuson, a forecaster at the National Weather Service. She says temperatures are about 10 to 15 degrees warmer on the average right now than they'd normally be. A high school athletic conference in the Hoosier State is going through a change again. Here's John Herrick.
Carmel and Center Grove High Schools are rejoining the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference, and that move goes into effect starting with the 2026-27 school year. Both of those schools were voted out of the conference in 2021. With this move, the conference, also known as the MIC for short, will now be back to 8 schools, and those include the following: Ben Davis, Carmel, Center Grove, Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, North Central, Pike, and Warren Central. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Fever will play the Atlanta Dream in the first round of the WNBA playoffs. Head coach Stephanie White says the team may benefit from a few extra days of rest and prep heading into Sunday's game.
It is an advantage, there's no doubt. Obviously, when you scale back, you become a little bit predictable. So we want to add a couple things, tweak a couple of things, so that we have some new actions running into playoffs.
In Indiana wrapped up the regular season on a 3-game win streak. Game 1 with the Dream tips off Sunday at 3. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan. South side, northbound 65 slows after Raymond into the South Split. That's a construction zone. We have a crash in Greenwood. This is County Line Road west of Airport Parkway. In Lawrence, lights are not functioning. The traffic lights, this is Penn Pike at Franklin Road. This I've been told, so watch out for delays. Please take turns at intersections without working traffic lights. Traffic sponsored by Moderna. Ready when you are. This is Moderna. mNext Spike COVID-19 vaccine, mRNA by Moderna, is available now. Just visit mnextspike.com. That's mnexspike.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Well, we know we're prepared for a hot and dry stretch with drought conditions worsening in parts of the state. So although the weather's going to be lovely for the average person, we do, of course, have a few things we'll need to keep in mind. There's even some portions of the southern part of the state with a burn ban in effect, and we could see more counties under that. So although we're looking at upper 80s this afternoon, maybe even getting into the 90s this weekend, plenty of sunshine, that'll also come, of course, with those risks that we should be keeping in mind as we celebrate the weekend.
Very good idea indeed. Well done. Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. We appreciate it. 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:06.
This hour is powered by Miss M's Home and Garden, Johnson County's Fall Nursery headquarters.
So there are a host of local stories. I want to get this together. Carl, I'm making you do a lot today. Sorry, it happens sometimes. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Where we've got coroners being investigated. We've got other elected officials in trouble with the law. There's been a series of things that have taken place over this week. It's like, what exactly are we doing to ourselves here? IMPD arresting a former IU employee on child porn charges. Here was the latest one. This Johnson County official, the Johnson County coroner, buying alcohol for a teen girl and cannabis gummies. ISP, Indiana State Police, investigating text exchange between the Johnson County coroner and a 17-year-old female high school student. Now, innocent until proven guilty, always, without question. This is a crazy story. Surreal. When I first saw the story was guy buys beer for teen. I'm like, well, that's a standard American story. You'll deal with that as you deal with it. I wasn't going to pay any attention. then you read in, you're like, what is... I'd appreciate it if we could just have one day of people acting normal. If we could, that would be fantastic. But that seems to be an impossibility. Normal is not what people are into. What kind of insanity can they state on social media? What kind of radical allegations with no basis can they make against others they disagree with? It really is something else. So I share that story. And then I had one. Here it is. I saw that IU Indianapolis, as I'm sure this happened at other places, and Ryan Hedrick had this story in the news. They held a vigil for Charlie Kirk. They gathered on I guess I'll call it a quad, and they spoke and they sat. I don't know if they prayed. I'm not sure all of it. I just wanted to say, I don't often speak on behalf of all of us. And I would never think that I have the right to speak on behalf of Kendall and Casey or Hammer and Nigel or Tony Kinnett, Guy Relford, Ethan, everybody else. If there's anything you guys need, let us know. We're here. We're probably with you on a great number of the subjects. I'll speak for myself. Let me know. I'm happy to come out. To the extent that that's of any help. You're trying to reach somebody else, I'll see if I can help you grab that person. I have no ego in this. It's just another story of the effect here, of the connection, of the... He hit on something that really connected with a lot of people. And for rational people, which I'm happy to see at IU Indianapolis, they're there. They don't believe that you should be killed for your political thoughts. Because as much as we call this as an assassination, and it was, the video is up on YouTube, and we'll have it posted to WIBC.com. This was political terrorism. I know people aren't discussing it like that, but they should, because it is. It is. Well, Tony, can you say that when you don't know who the shooter was? I believe I can. I believe I can. We will discuss more of it. Tony Katz, and to IU Indianapolis, who held the vigil, to the Turning Point chapter over there, anybody else. If you need anything, seriously, just reach out. Happy to help. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Hi, I'm Dallas, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You know she loves her Shane Company engagement ring, but you also want to surprise her for her birthday, anniversary, or just because she deserves it. Why not get her a bigger diamond with our Easy Trade-Up program? We'll give you the full credit of your original natural diamond purchase toward a new one. Her new diamond only has to be $1 more. You only pay the difference. How's that for an easy trade-up? Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease, 2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. It is always a hard time when a spouse passes away. Obviously, there are a lot of emotions to deal with, as well as concerns about how to live without your spouse. Plus, there are also a lot of changes that happen to your retirement plan when your spouse passes away. So join me this weekend as we discuss the many changes and critical decisions that must be made to and about your retirement plan when your spouse passes away. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony, south side, northbound 65 slows because of road work. Raymond Street up to the south split. Crash, Greenwood, County Line Road, west of Airport Road. And the traffic lights are now working at Penn Pike at Franklin Road. Took that tip off the text line. You can text your traffic tips to 317-239-9393, and I will get them. Cool. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Baer with Traffic on the Fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
58 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:15. Well, there goes the song I was going to use for the TK Music moment. That's not true. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The Indiana Fever are in the playoffs, number 6 seed. They will play Atlanta in the first round. First game in Atlanta, second game Tuesday right here in Indianapolis. First home playoff game for the Fever since 2015. Without Caitlin Clark, without Sophie Cunningham. Now, I know Clark was out for the rest of the season. If they're able to get to the second round of these playoffs, is she going to get back to the floor? I mean, I think Sophie Cunningham really is done for the whole year. If you're saying to me, Tony, we're really talking about the WNBA, the answer is yes. And why? I want the money, boo-boo. I want every hotel full. I want every restaurant full. And yes, I want to see Caitlin Clark play so everybody and their mother comes out to this city. Because at least for those days, we won't have any homeless on the streets. Everything will be safe. The city, county council, the mayor actually do their job because, people are watching. No, not the residents of Indy. Screw them. But, other people, good people, Hollywood people. And so they'll actually do their job. So I hope for that. And I would like to see servers and hospitality workers make a boatload of cash. Would be fantastic to witness that. The Popcorn Moment brought to you by Booher, Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. These are the people, the best materials, the most skilled craftsmen, and ideas aplenty, because I often talk about how you have an idea, they can make it happen. What if you don't? What if you're like, I know we need to do something different. I have absolutely no idea what that different thing is. That's why you want Booher. They've done this. They've done a lot of this, and they've got ideas. They've got an entire gallery they can walk you through. All right, so this is what you said. So here's something like it we did. Here's a little takeoff of something like that. No. What about a little bit more like this? Booher is going to help you figure out what it is you're actually trying to get done in your kitchen, in your bathroom, in your basement, because you know it, but you might not be able to best verbalize it. Booher Remodeling understands. They have done this for over 20 years, delivering quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. They know how to help you take that idea like that song in your ear, and turn it into a reality so you remember the name of the band. That's what Boer can do for you. So let them. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. There is a lot of lying going on. Of course, there is the lie that you're all talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Where were you to condemn political violence when that politician in Minnesota was killed? And what you're seeing now is here's Trump denouncing this. Here's this person denouncing this. Here's people condemning it. Of course it was. It was always a lie. It was always they lied from the beginning. ABC News, people in media, politicos, they don't care about the truth at all. They care about political victory, and so obsessed with Trump, as we've seen from the Bartholomew County Democrats and others, no time for facts, logic, or reason. It's hard to show them any respect when they don't deserve any respect. They lie repeatedly. Here is another one from Ilhan Omar, who was on with Mehdi Hassan. So, that cannot have been a great conversation. And never mind, they're like, well, Charlie Kirk supported gun rights, so what do you expect? Right? Those kinds of losers. There was this.
We're running out of time. Michael Hernandez asked a good question on YouTube. He says, in this environment, why would you take away Secret Service protection from the former vice president? Trump happily pulled protection from Harris and, I believe, from people like John Bolton, who I'm not a fan of, but I don't want to see John Bolton killed. He's pulled protection from a lot of people he doesn't like. Doesn't sound like someone taking political violence that seriously when it's people he doesn't like.
No, I mean, and that's the thing. It's they are never willing or care to worry about when it's those of us on the other side of the aisle that are getting death threats, that have had their houses shot up, that have had people show up to their homes. They're willing to actually take away the security and the safety of people like VP Harris because they don't mind her getting killed.
Let's stop for a moment. You absolutely sick, twisted, terrible person. The Secret Service protection for the vice president ends 6 months after they're out of office. Vice President Pence doesn't have Secret Service protection. Nothing was taken away. Now, as for John Bolton and Mike Pompeo, I agree their protection should not have been taken away because there's quite literally a fatwa on their head from the Iranians. I think it was wrong. Said so on this show. But nothing was taken from Kamala Harris. It's a lie. And you did not care when Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, was screaming at the Supreme Court, if you go forward with these terrible decisions, you'll reap the whirlwind. You'll pay the price. You won't know what hit you. When you were cheering the intelligence community going after the president, they've got 6 ways from Sunday to get back at you. We allow that in the United States? Fire them or throw them in prison. This is just more absolute nonsense. That's all they've got. All they've got. And then there's this. This is Katie Fang, who I guess was a host at MSNBC. I'm trying to remember her, and I don't. I want you to listen.
We cannot be allowed to be cowed into submission by fear and intimidation. That's exactly what the result is that's being sought by people who do not want us to be able to express our First Amendment free speech rights, to be able to express how we feel about things. The one thing we cannot do is we cannot take that and we cannot make it into an act of violence. End of story.
I wholeheartedly agree. I agree completely. I have a video that I posted last night. We'll get it to WIBC.com that discusses just this. The objective in the assassination of Charlie Kirk is to silence anybody who might disagree. I think Katie Fang, though, is trying to take this from the point of view that the political right is trying to silence the political left. As the Chiron reads, far-right response to Kirk assassination raises alarm. What alarm does it raise? Other than there are very violent people out there trying to do harm to people they disagree with. That's the alarm. So if we can agree on that, that's fantastic. But if we're honest, if we are clearly looking at the data, the violence is coming from the left. I agree in Minnesota with the killing of this Politico. We still don't have all the information about this guy, and I think that's weird. But the violence is coming from the left. Going back to Steve Scalise, the violence is coming from the left. You want to point to January 6th? You must then discuss it honestly. And all the people who were invited into the Capitol, who were quite literally walking between the stanchions, those were not violent people. You labeled them violent. Doesn't make it true. People engaged in violence, engaged in a riot, you should throw those people in jail. Same thing is true with Minneapolis and Seattle and Indianapolis and all across the country. Violent riots to which the left said zero, other than, you see what racists we have out there? Businesses destroyed, people killed. They had nothing to say, but, well, the riot is just the voice of the unheard. A total bastardization of Martin Luther King Jr. I agree. You cannot allow acts of political violence to cow you into submission, into fear. You cannot give in to the fear. You cannot be rendered silent. You cannot be afraid. Yet I have stories, and you'll see them in the show sheet, about people being afraid. This is a story about Jeremy Clarkson. You know Jeremy Clarkson, Top Gear? Feels scared to be a newspaper columnist following the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk. For the first time in my life, I'm genuinely frightened about being a newspaper columnist. Malcolm Gladwell told us he didn't stand up to people talking about transgenderism because he was too afraid. You cannot be cowed into submission and into silence. On this, Katie Fang, we agree. You believe this for all political parties. You believe this for all Americans, right? I hope so. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Inbound 69 slows for a 2-minute delay, 100 at 6, 282nd. And then northbound 65 delayed 6 minutes from Keystone Avenue to the south. Split crash in Greenwood. This is County Line Road to the west of Airport Parkway. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned. B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon, the latest on the hunt for Charlie Kirk's killer. Bill O'Reilly will join us, and it's Beer Sample Friday, 93 WIBC.
Power is important, and when it's not available, you've got a problem. So what happens when the grid goes down? How do you protect your family? How do you keep them warm this winter? You do that by calling Generator Supercenter right now and getting a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. You cannot put a price on peace of mind, and you can get a bad storm. You can have ice on the power lines. You can have just an accident, and the next thing you know, you've got days without power. With Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer, you're fine, because when the power goes out, your Generac automatic standby generator clicks right back on. You don't have to worry about your home while you're away. Your Generac generator will come back and have you up and running in seconds. You can stop by the showroom. Get a free estimate right there where 96 meets 69, or give them a call. Talk to Generator Supercenter today. 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a U.S.-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Fall is in full swing at Sundown Gardens. Locally grown mums and pumpkins plus fall annuals and decor. 186th Street, Spring Mill Road in Westfield. It's sundown.gardens.com.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Photos, videos, and reward money. And where they're at with the investigation. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in the capital city, going up to 87 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Police are still searching for the person who assassinated political activist Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University.
I want to thank Director Patel and his team. It's great to have them on the ground with us tonight. We've had several briefings, and he's had an opportunity to walk the crime scene.
That's Governor Spencer Cox of Utah at a Thursday night press conference.
So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing.
And with more on this story, here's Fox's Jared Halpern.
Law enforcement is distributing photos of a person of interest in the murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. President Trump says there is progress.
What this man did was disgraceful, so hopefully we'll have him and we will deal with him very appropriately.
Before departing the White House for Yankee Stadium, the president says he had a long phone call with Kirk's wife, Erica.
Charlie Kirk was a great person, a great man, great in every way, especially with youth.
President Trump indicated he may attend Kirk's funeral in Arizona next week. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
There have already been several candlelight vigils for Kirk, and here in Indiana, last night at Southern Indiana, on the campus, people and students gathered. They shared photos and also raised concerns about free speech and gun violence. The event centered on activism and public participation. There's a similar vigil organized by Turning Point USA Indiana chapter scheduled for IU Dunn Meadow on Sunday at 8 o'clock. The man suspected of the second assassination attempt against President Trump last fall is representing himself in a federal trial in Florida that is moving pretty quickly.
Prosecutors said Ryan Ruth had lists of all the items he
he'd need to stake out President Trump's West Palm Beach golf course, including diapers. The Secret Service agent who shot at Ruth when he realized the barrel of an AK was pointing at him from the bushes onto the golf course testified about the encounter, but so did the man without whom prosecutors might not have this case. Tommy McGee recounted seeing Ruth run out of the bushes, looking frantic and disheveled. McGee, who heard shots fired by Secret Service, followed Ruth and got his license plate number, which later helped police track him down. Ruth, who's representing himself, had awkward, short interactions on cross-examination and had his opening statements cut short for being irrelevant to the case.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal reporting. You may have noticed that it's feeling warmer instead of cooler as we approach fall. National Weather Service forecaster Casey Fuson explains why.
For Indianapolis specifically, at least, the average is 79 degrees for a high and 58 for a low. We had been seeing below normal for a good chunk of the beginning of September, and now we're going to see well above normal.
And she says temperatures will stay in the mid-90s through next week, so don't burn anything because no wind will be blowing. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Fever open their playoff run Sunday in Atlanta, facing the Dream.
We're hungry. Even though we had like a whole bunch of injuries on this team, we're hungry. We stay together. We fight together no matter what. And we also brought in new pieces that could actually help us out.
And that's Fever forward Natasha Howard, a three-time WNBA champion, two-time All-Star.
To be a championship team, you got to do things over and over again. So when you do it in the game, you won't make a mistake. You might make a mistake, but at the end of the day, you know what you're doing on the floor.
And Game 1 tips off Sunday at 3 in Atlanta. Game 2 comes back to Indy Tuesday night at 7:30. The Green Bay Packers beat the Washington Commanders 27-18 Thursday night. Quarterback Jordan Love threw for nearly 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It feels good. So couldn't have, started the season off on a better note. So it's one thing that we just got to keep building on. But it feels great right now.
And the Packers are 2-0. The Colts haven't started 2-0 since 2009, but they'll get their chance against the Denver Broncos Sunday, a team that Jonathan Taylor fumbled against last year. Some people may think it cost the Colts the playoffs. Does that moment fuel him?
I think if you need to use other things to motivate you, I'm intrinsically motivated. So if you don't want to go out there every single game and be the best player on the field, I don't know what to tell you. That's just my mentality every single week.
And the game starts at 4:05. Number 22, Indiana will play Indiana State tonight at 6:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Yeah, Ryan, inbound 69 delayed 3 minutes, 106, 280. Second. Northbound 65, 6-minute delay Keystone Avenue into the South Split. Southbound 65, 70 construction delay downtown Washington into the South Split. And a crash on what would be the south side. It's Greenwood, County Line Road west of Airport Parkway. Report of lights now working at Lawrence, Penn Pike at Franklin Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
See, I thought it was a little bit warmer. I was wrong. 55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen and are holding strong. Now is a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Maybe you want a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Dan and Casey in Indianapolis said it was time to downsize and we needed to sell our old house quickly at full value. Mark Dietel made it happen. We got our asking price in a few weeks without any repairs or an appraisal. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window, we mean business.
Whenever I'm out a wandering, chasing a rainbow dream,
I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where friendly
Today
folks can
on the
gather
marketplace, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. They've got all sorts of stuff. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. Just text my name, Tony, to 46220. Tony to 46220, and you'll find out if you have your money waiting for you. Fast, easy, free to use. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and get your cash. On the live stream there at YouTube, just go for WIBC. I'm there, and Matt Bear is there. He is amazingly wearing a shirt. And then there's producer Carl, who amazingly thought he could get away with a T-shirt. Just going to leave it right there. See if anybody says it. No. Matt Bear, what do you think of snakes?
Oh, I hate them.
What do you think of Cobra Kai?
That's kind of fun because it's karate, and
right.
Everybody wants to know karate, but snakes themselves, no.
Well, what if you had on your mantle? Right there on the bookshelf that has all your leather-bound books.
Oh, okay.
What if you had a cobra?
Well,
a statue-esque, if you will, of a cobra.
I mean, it says I want a party.
Right. It does.
It's fun,
It says that you are in touch with your inner chi. That's what it says. Yeah. And here we have vintage king cobras. 2 well taken care of vintage king cobras on the Facebook Marketplace. One has a wire on the back to be hung on the wall. A date and a place made and what number it was on the product line, dated 1974, which, if I'm doing the math right, means these cobras are 14,000 years old, Matt Bear.
They're antiques from the beginning of time.
Right.
Found them in a Cleopatra's tomb, in fact, and shipped them to the United States.
They're not bronze. They're just like sculptured, painted cobras with like jade eyes.
One of them looks like he's actually mummified in rock.
Right.
Preserved.
Right. One of them looks like he's like in the rock, but still wants to come out, and the other one's like, "I'll totally bite you. I'm not even afraid."
He's like, "I'm out of the rock, and I'm gonna spit poisonous venom at you."
Both Matt and I do excellent cobra impressions.
I am a cobra. That's not very good.
Matt Bear, do you think cobras would make a fine addition to the Bear household?
I mean, I kind of think they're ugly as hell. Listen,
Matthew.
I know I don't want to be mean. I mean, it's the marketplace, and I know everybody's trying. They want to get rid of their stuff, but they're cool. Like if I was in my 20s or maybe going to college and I had a little dorm room, I mean, this could be fun. But they're scary looking. Isn't like a happy cobra with a little smile on his face, saying, "Hey, we're going to
because everybody knows that most cobras look happy."
Well, I've never seen a cobra in real life. I've never encountered one, so I can't say for sure. It makes sense.
Are you saying you stay away from those types of snakes? Oh, you don't associate with cobras? All right, bigot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of cobra bigotry.
According to the Post, just one of them has a book value of $150, but you can get both for $60. Two cobras, not one, 2 cobras, $60, Matt.
I don't know what to do. I mean, it might be kind of cool, like where you put sunglasses on one of them and maybe put a cigarette in its mouth, and it's like, yeah, this is fun.
I was thinking you get both cobras, one for the bathroom, and then one you hang by a string over the newborn baby's bed, so they'll rest easy.
I was thinking mistletoe,
right?
And Merry Christmas.
The cobras can be yours. They're vintage.
Oh, they're vintage.
They are vintage. That's right. If you were born in 1974, you are vintage. You're welcome. Just happy to start a fight. Now I want you to turn to your spouse and say, "I don't look old, do I?" Just so I know you have a terrible weekend.
If you bring these home, there's an annulment coming. That's all I'm saying,
Oh. No, there'll be no annulment. I'm going for all the cash.
That's right.
I put in my time.
This is Indiana.
You can find these cobras on the marketplace. We have a full listing at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Scrolling all day. Clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story. They explained why it matters. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level on the go.
I check the WIBC website every morning before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go.
You've got to stay in the know.
Stay informed. Now more than ever, we have information.
93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Judy loves her fall in Indy, but she doesn't like the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Common Threads has teamed up with the Indiana Fever to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Inbound 69, delayed 2 minutes, 106, 282nd. Downtown construction slowdown. Southbound 6570 Michigan Street to the South Split. Northbound 65 South Side stop and go from Keystone up to the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:45.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
Hey, fall's in the air at Sundown Gardens in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden in Bargersville. Locally grown mums and pumpkins are everywhere, along with fall annuals and a wide selection of fall decor. Stop in this week to get your home beautified and in season for the cool days and crisp fall nights. Locally grown mums and pumpkins plus fall annuals and decor all at Sundown Gardens up north at 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, and Miss M's on State Road 135 just south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. TNCs apply. In-app only.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more, December 4th, Cambridge Fieldhouse. Reserve seats on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
Transform your backyard this fall with Indie Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with our best stamped concrete patio package. Create the perfect space for cozy outdoor hangouts. Hurry, this offer ends November 1st. Visit indiedecorativeconcrete.com for details.
Forget digging through clutter to find what matters. The WIBC Daily Newsletter puts the biggest local stories and exclusive show moments in your inbox and lets you skip the scroll. Sign up by clicking Connect at WIBC.com.
A note. No burnings, no buildings burned to the ground. A note. No riots took place. A note. Nothing was destroyed except the life of Charlie Kirk and that of his family and friends. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I thought it was worth noting that Charlie Kirk's assassination led to absolutely zero violence. I want to state very clearly there is a difference between the right and the left. I don't think that every Democrat out there is like, I'm glad Charlie Kirk is dead, but man, there's way too many. And they work in places like Ball State. They work the Human Rights Commission in Muncie. Why in the world does Muncie have a Human Rights Commission? That guy has resigned. We don't know what's going to happen with the Director of Health Promotion and Advocacy at Ball State. People having opinions about Charlie Kirk, one thing. He deserved it. That says something. And you work for companies and maybe they've got a thought. Well, Tony, that's just cancel culture. Well, the left started it. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You want to express yourself? Fine. You want to wish for people's death, cheer their death? You can. I can't stop you. Some people can notice that you work for a university or for a city and may have words about that. But when that happened, no one burnt anything to the ground. No one destroyed anything. Neither should they. Because that's not how we engage. That's not how you respond. You don't destroy property because people are fools. There's a T-shirt company. And the T-shirt company has now got cartoon images of Charlie Kirk where he's been shot in the neck and it says, debate this. And then they take the line from Wu-Tang Clan and it says, protect your neck, which has Charlie Kirk being shot and blood coming out of his neck. Try making a T-shirt about George Floyd. See what would have happened. There is a difference. And it can't be denied. And America sees it. And that's what's important. It makes no difference to me how some people want to posture on social media. Who cares? We see this. A guy who has an outrageous amount of followers was assassinated, and no one said, let's take to the streets. At the university, at IU Indianapolis, they didn't say, let's go tear up buildings. They sat down in the quad and prayed. Different. Different. We're different. When you are not filled with hate and rage, you can disagree with people without being disagreeable. You understand, when you have control of your emotions, you can actually do something that is positive. When you have no control of your emotions, when you truly believe that the people who disagree with you are the enemy that must be destroyed, you will destroy things. We are different. And the political left still has not figured out this is what they have built and created in this reaction. We still don't know who this killer is, but I will tell you that this was political terrorism. The video coming to WIBC.com. Political terrorism. And we call it an assassination because that is accurate. The response is college students gathering for prayer, not blocking traffic, not preventing students from coming in, not holding custodial workers hostage like they did in Colombia while they were play acting like they were somehow poor Palestinians, the bunch of fools that they are. We don't do those things. We don't do that here. And I did not realize how prescient Kendrick is. They not like us. More importantly, I'm glad we're not like them. The violent, the angry, the vitriolic. That doesn't mean we shouldn't be aware, awake, and prepared at all times. But there's a lot being shown in this moment. I like us. And that's not the political right. That's the free and thinking people who recognize that this progressive left that does not get excoriated for their actions is simply an abomination and of no value to America's future. As a matter of fact, they would end America's future. And that's why those groups of people, hateful and vile, we should know them. And they should lose every election. They have no place being in power in our country. At all. At all. Matt Bear, he's got traffic. What's going on, Matt?
Inbound 69, 5-minute delay, 106, 282nd. Southside northbound 65, stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the south split. It's a 5-minute delay. Northbound 65, south side, slow, Edgewood Avenue up to 465. And a reminder, Monday morning, that ramp from eastbound 465 to Benford should be reopened. It's been shut down since July for reconstruction. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Indy, Hammer, and Nigel here for Window Nation. Now is the best time of the year to buy new windows. Whether you have old, drafty windows or cheap builder-grade ones, September is the perfect month to protect your home from cooler weather. And right now, Window Nation is offering their most popular offer. Buy 2 replacement windows, get 2 for free. Plus, no interest, no monthly payments, no down payments for 2 years.
And did I mention their installation crews can replace a house full of windows in 1 day or less? With Window Nation, you get top-quality windows from a trusted company, all at a reasonable price because they know replacing windows is an investment, and they want to make it affordable for you. Don't miss Window Nation's most popular offer. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. And remember, you'll pay nothing for 2 years. Hurry, Indy, you need to hurry because this sale won't last forever. 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com to get that free quote.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
20 ribeyes for $35. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at 2 locations in Indianapolis going on now. 20 ribeyes for only $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Just look for the big truck. Also in the parking lot across the street from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Also on the big truck is cases of T-bones, fillets, New York strips, burgers, and a whole lot more. Big truck sale. Marinated chicken breasts too. Don't wait. Big steak big sale at 2 different locations at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. 20 ribeyes for just $35. Don't wait. Everything must go. Big truck sale. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Get there before the truck is gone.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99% or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why there's an investigation into a Johnson County official. Your governor is talking about his new leader for public safety, why it might feel more like July instead of September this weekend, and where you can eat and give back at the same breath. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
We're about to hear from President Trump. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. He's going to go on TV right now on Fox and Friends as the manhunt continues for Charlie Kirk's assassin.
I spoke to Erica, his wife, and we had a long talk, and she's devastated. She's absolutely devastated, as you can imagine.
The president will honor Kirk posthumously with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and he plans to attend the conservative's funeral. It is day 3 of the manhunt for the gunman.
We've been working with our attorneys, getting everything that we need, affidavits ready, so that we can pursue the death penalty in this case.
Utah Governor Spencer Cox.
The FBI making an urgent plea for the public to help identify the person of interest.
Fox's CB Cotton outside Utah Valley University, where Kirk was murdered. They've recovered the rifle. There are new videos out. One shows the gunman running after the shooting, and another that TMZ got,
which appears to show the person of interest walking by several neighborhood surveillance cameras. TMZ says this video was captured at 11:49 a.m. local time, and we know the FBI previously said the shooter first entered campus at 11:52 a.m. Less than an hour later, the suspect fired off the fatal shot.
Later this hour, Ryan Ruth's trial resumes in the second Trump assassination attempt last year. Ruth's defending himself, and his opening statements to the jury didn't last long.
After approximately 7 minutes of rambling, Judge Cannon cut him off, saying, quote, "We have limited patience, and you do not have unlimited license to go forward and make a mockery of the dignity of this courtroom." Now, the government's first 5 witnesses took the stand yesterday, including Secret Service agent Robert Furcano, who spotted Ruth's weapon pointing at him through the fence.
Fox's Dana Marie McNichol outside the court in Fort Pierce, Florida. Days after Russia's war in Ukraine spilled across the border into Poland, where some Russian drones were shot down, France has deployed fighter jets to Poland. Britain has imposed new sanctions on Russia. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Beer, cannabis, gummies, and now a state investigation. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 87 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. Johnson County Coroner Mike Pruitt is under state investigation after a series of text messages with a 17-year-old high school student. Pruitt is accused of buying her alcohol and cannabis gummies and recording her while she was intoxicated and later sending her the audio. Police believe that he gave her tips on using the gummies and told her to stash beer in her hotel room at a 4-H event in Illinois. Sheriff Dwayne Burgess requested the review, but state police tell WIBC News they cannot comment on an active investigation. You may have heard that Governor Mike Braun named State Police Superintendent Anthony Scott as Indiana's Secretary of Public Safety, replacing Jennifer Ruth Green.
Whenever you're getting into employee issues and you're in government, it's very clear what you need to do. There's a process that you follow, and you follow it to the T, and we did in this case.
And Braun appeared on WIBC's Hammer and Nigel show Thursday.
When there was someone that she hired within her department that raised an issue about how it was being run, you go to an inspector general.
And Governor Braun announced that Ruth Green's departure on September 6th, but he did not talk about an explanation at the time. Green later said she was leaving for military service and is considering another run for Indiana's 1st congressional district. She's also weighing legal action over what she calls baseless allegations. Starting Saturday, temperatures will climb into the mid-90s, and you'll definitely feel it. But forecaster Casey Fuson at the National Weather Service says it won't have that heavy midsummer feel.
Luckily, given that we've got that drier air than we did back in July, we're not really seeing anything crazy in terms of heat indices. The heat indices might max out at maybe a couple of degrees more than what the actual temperature is.
And Fuson says there's a chance for light rain on Sunday, but nothing major. Think of it as eating sandwiches for a cause in Indianapolis. Here's Terry Stacy.
If you love hoagies and you want to support veterans, Hoagies and Hops is the place to be on Saturday for their annual hoagie eating contest benefiting the Hoosier Veterans Assistance Fund.
The past years that we've been doing this hoagie contest, it's always been such a wonderful cause to support. They assist veterans who are homeless, or either it's food or helping them find places to live, and we love to support that. Come on out and have fun and cheer on a good cause.
That's owner Christina Mazza. Contests begin at 1:30. To register, go to hoagiesandhops.com. Terry Stacy, WIBC Mobile News.
Playoff basketball returns to Indianapolis on Tuesday as the Indiana Fever play the Atlanta Dream. But first, the series will tip off in Atlanta Sunday at 3. Playoff tickets for this series go on sale today at 2. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, looking at inbound 69, 4-minute delay, 106 282nd. Westbound 465 slow between Ditch and Michigan Road. South side, northbound 65, stop and go Raymond into the south split because of construction. And a reminder, the ramp from eastbound 465 to Benford should be reopened by Monday. And there's going to be some weekend road work around that I-69 465 interchange on the northeast side while they get the new ramp ready for use. It's been closed since July for reconstruction. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage for a limited time. Get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Yeah, we are looking forwards towards, well, if you're a fan of the summer weather, a return of it, as we will likely be near, if not into the 90s for most of the Hoosier state as we make our way to Sunday and beyond. For now, we're looking pretty good. Warm, but not too hot. Plenty of sunshine around. No real chance of rain until maybe late Saturday night, much more likely early Sunday morning. So, again, with the drought worsening in our region, a little rain can't hurt, especially when it comes in those overnight hours. And for now, we get to enjoy dry and comfortable afternoons out there. Although you will note it gets a little warmer every day as we make our way towards next week.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate it. Drew, thank you. 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
This hour is powered by Sundown Gardens, Hamilton County's fall nursery headquarters.
Just moments ago, President Donald Trump speaking on Fox and Friends from the studio, confirming that there is a suspect in custody in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. From last night, from early this morning, there was still a manhunt going on. Charlie Kirk killed while speaking at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Shot by a rifle, a bolt-action rifle, as we were told it. Ammunition that, according to the sources, scrawled on it anti-fascist messages, pro-trans messages. There is video of a shooter, someone on the roof, jumping off the roof. They were able to track that shooter throughout the halls, throughout the stairwells, and were able to track his movements. There was other video released by TMZ showing him cutting through a neighborhood after the shooting took place. Wearing black. This now from President Trump. The headline at Fox News, Trump confirms there is a suspect in custody following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, who this is, what we know about them, right now, that is not the known information. There's going to be, one will assume, press conferences from the FBI, from Kash Patel, possibly Dan Bongino. I was under the impression they were both heading to or already there in Utah as part of this investigation, which would be a little bit different for both the director and the deputy director to be there. They both could have also had a very personal connection to Charlie Kirk. You will see Governor Spencer Cox of Utah also engaging in this conversation. I cannot think for a moment that the president would say that without having it. Can't imagine that. The governor of Utah, as I said, Spencer Cox, stated that they have received more than 7,000 digital tips and leads. It's the most tips that has been received by law enforcement on one subject since the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. Did one of those tips lead to any level of capture or any level of arrest? Don't have that answer yet. We will get that information soon enough. If there is a press conference during the morning show, we will bring it to you live. But President Trump on Fox stating very, very clearly today that yes, indeed, they have a suspect in custody regarding the shooting that took place, the assassination that took place, saying we have a Kirk suspect in custody. I know we are a Fox affiliate here, but I do not think I get to share directly from the live feed of Fox News. As the clips come out, I'll be happy to share that with you. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
The deals and specials are sizzling hot. It's the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. The best dealers in the region. Hundreds of tables. Just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. Must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
20 ribeyes for $35. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at 2 locations in Indianapolis going on now. 20 ribeyes for only $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Just look for the big truck. Also in the parking lot across the street from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Also on the big truck is cases of T-bones, fillets, New York strips, burgers, and a whole lot more. Big truck sale. Marinated chicken breasts too. Don't wait. Big steak sale at 2 different locations. At the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. 20 ribeyes for just $35. Don't wait. Everything must go. Big truck sale. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Get there before the truck is gone.
PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg is where I buy jewelry for my wife and very nice watches for myself, including Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. The most incredible selection of diamonds, gold, and rare pieces. Talk to PA Jewelers about that special piece or that special piece you want to sell. And don't forget to join PA Jewelers for their anniversary sale on September 13th. I'll be there starting at 3 p.m. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. PAJewelers.jewelry. That's PAJewelers.jewelry.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. If you love to grill, you're going to love this. The brand new Grill Palace is now open at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. It's packed with the best names in grilling: Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Gosney, Traeger, and Yoder Smokers. Plus accessories galore and custom outdoor kitchens by Challenger Design that will turn your backyard into a grill master's paradise. And at the Grill Palace, we don't just sell grills, we show you how to master them. Stop by our demo kitchen for free advice and samples fresh off the grill. Here's what makes it even better. The tent sale is going on right now. That means you can complete the backyard of your dreams. Get your new grill at the Grill Palace, then grab a brand new patio set at 40 to 60% off. The best deals of the season. It's all waiting for you at the Grill Palace grand opening and patio furniture tent sale, only at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. I'll see you there.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon, the latest on the hunt for Charlie Kirk's killer. Bill O'Reilly will join us, and it's Beer Sample Friday, 93 WIBC.
It's JMV, and fall is in the air at Sundown Gardens in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden in Bargersville. Locally grown mums and pumpkins are everywhere, along with fall annuals and a wide selection of fall decor. Stop in this week to get your home beautified and in season for the cool days and crisp fall nights. Locally grown mums and pumpkins, plus fall annuals and decor, all at Sundown Gardens. Up north at 186th and Spring Mill Road in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden. State Road 135 just south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on breaking developments with the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
And we're going to have the most beautiful capital.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Inbound 69, delayed 2 minutes, 106, 282nd. Crash, Greenwood, State Road 135 north of County Line Road. South side, northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the South Split because of construction. Delayed time is hardly there. It's just 1 minute right now. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:15. President Trump announcing on Fox News just moments ago that a suspect has been apprehended in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, permission granted. This is President Trump on Fox News, speaking on Fox and Friends.
Restaurants are booming, and this all took place within.
They're on to some other subjects, but he may come back to it. So I'm going to let it roll for a minute.
It becomes even better.
Mr. President, what do you say to the families that are watching, the moms, dads, that we've heard so much negative news with the lady being killed on the train, terrible. Right? And then we have Charlie Kirk. We had a school shooting the other day. And those are just 3 big events that happened in the last few days. Or that we learned about. The girl was killed
in the attempts on your life?
Yes.
Well, one thing I do say, I mean, look, we have that maniac has gone through trial right now with a fantastic judge. That was the judge that realized that deranged Jack Smith was deranged, okay? She's a phenomenal judge. I don't know her. I appointed her, but I don't know her at all in Florida. And she's a, really talented person, brilliant judge. And by coincidence, she got that case. And, he's like a wise guy, troublemaker, it seems. But we have to have, for, like, the person that killed the young girl, the beautiful, she was like a beautiful girl, 22, 23 years old. And, when she got onto that train, she was you could see that she just wondered how, even before this happened, she almost like snuck on. She didn't want to make anything. She just wanted to be. She was afraid.
Finished her job.
No, she was afraid. But if you look at her before the way she sort of like she wanted to just, and she's looking at her phone like this, she felt very unsafe. Okay, we can't have that. And then this maniac gets up from behind. That's another one I didn't want to watch. I didn't watch it. I knew what happened, but I didn't want to watch it. And what he did to her was unbelievable. And then he walks through, the knife is dripping blood and everything else. One thing I say, we have to have quick trials.
Yeah.
I call it quick trial, because in China, they do have quick trials, you know? They don't wait 6 years and
you
claim
start
all
off
sorts
guilty
of
and
I don't think we should compare ourselves to China,
it's
Mr.
terrible.
President.
What happens here is you go through 7, 8 years, and by the time it ends, and then they say, well, you know, he had a reason to do it because he wasn't treated right in grade school, and it's his teacher's fault, and it's the government's fault. That guy they should have a trial the following day. As far
But do you
as
know that they said,
I mean, when you have somebody on tape, here's a guy on tape getting ready to, and then he did his thing. The whole thing is on tape. This should not be going on. This trial will go on. It'll start in 2, 3, 4 years. We have to have, in certain places that do it differently, they have what's called quick trial. You have a fast trial, a fast verdict. Right. Now, if he's guilty,
Speedy trial is different than quick trial, and the president is just going to get knocked all over the place for that concept. Let's never compare ourselves to China, but in the arrest of a suspect, which is what we are discussing. I wanted to make sure I had heard it, so we were able to clip it out. This is the president making the statement. Fox News putting the story out there front and center that confirmation of a suspect in custody. And my exact words to you were, I want to make sure that we're all talking about the same thing. This was President Trump moments ago.
Yesterday, you were at the 9/11 memorial. We were all watching that.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance was supposed to be with you. He went out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which was very nice of you. Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But, yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr. President,
he's in custody.
So now we see where it goes from here. We will expect a press conference to come from the governor, Spencer Cox, from the FBI, whether that will be the director, Kash Patel, engaged in that press conference, or the special agent in charge. We will find that out soon enough. We expect that information to be happening and to be with us within the next couple of hours if the president is indeed making these pronouncements on Fox News, considering that Utah's a few hours behind us. It might be a little while before we get to that. Let me get you some other news going on. The Security Council meeting about Russia's drone incursion into Poland. Now, if you listen to the Conspiracy Carl podcast, to which you should, Conspiracy Carl has a much different take on what has taken place than I do. And that's why he's Conspiracy Carl and I'm me. But it's an interesting take about whether or not this drone incursion is nothing more than a false flag. I would tune in to the Conspiracy Carl podcast. Find that wherever it is you get your podcasts right there, and you can listen to it. But the UN Security Council is going to meet. these drones that entered Polish airspace, taken down by Poland. Things that have the debris, which has littered part of the Polish countryside. And what the UN is going to do. Like Russia cares what the UN is going to do. If the plan by Russia was to test the response of NATO, to test the response of Poland, Warsaw, the capital there, okay, but the UN isn't going to have any play in here. If NATO really wants a fight, well, I would be a little bit surprised by that. But maybe they see an opportunity. Russia really want to be on two fronts? Ukraine and on the border with Poland? Or is that how it'll go? Do they want NATO flying any level of planes over their more inland areas? One thing I do say is that there are a lot of people who will talk about this and say, we're going to have World War III. We don't want World War III. I don't actually think that's coming. Because that's not what Russia wants. Russia's not like, I'll burn it all down. They have a desire for their future. Burning it all down doesn't actually comport with that. And I think the people who have been to have concerns about this can all get out of control. Absolutely. You're talking about a nuclear power. That's what's desired? No, that's the opposite of what is desired. For sure. Then there's the story of Paramount. Where Paramount, Skydance, right? They just had the merger there, buying CBS and all that. They are right now making a bid, majority cash, for Warner Brothers Discovery. That's a lot of consolidation. By the way, Skydance is run by David Ellison. He is the son of Larry Ellison. That's Oracle. Skydance merged with Paramount. It was an $8 billion deal. Once CBS agreed to terms with President Trump, there you go. That's all you had. Because they did deceptively edit a video. I mean, that's just exactly what happened. And CBS is saying that Paramount might be making a buy of what's known as the Free Press, which is run by Barry Weiss. And they might have Barry Weiss as the person in charge of the news department. Which the New York Times, where she resigned because she wasn't allowed to engage in free speech, even though she's on the political left, they're going to be just infuriated. And so will people in the newsroom. But the buying of Warner Brothers Discovery is interesting because who owns, what is one of the things that Warner Brothers owns? It's a better way to say it, Tony. CNN. Warner Brothers Discovery is the parent of CNN. Yeah. By the way, they hired somebody from midnight to 2 a.m. A guy out of California. I'm very disappointed. Oh, I would have been great at that show. Would have been great in the midnight to 2 a.m. on CNN. At least still hope for MSNBC. Maybe not. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony. Hancock County, this is a full closure on westbound 70, about 2 miles to the east of State Road 9, that Greenfield exit. So if you're going westbound, this is on the approach to Greenfield westbound 70. Full closure and crash. Traffic backed up for a couple of miles. Now, on the eastbound side of the crash site, the left lane is blocked, taking us down to 1 lane of travel on I-70. This means both directions of I-70 between 9 and 109. I would trade that out for US 40 right now, especially if you're coming into Indianapolis via westbound 70 from Knightstown or maybe Spiceland. Southbound 6570 downtown slows at Washington. Northbound lane slow Raymond into the South Split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a U.S.-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen. They're holding strong. It's a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. That's your cash. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Luke and Emma in Franklin said, we began building our new dream home and we needed to sell our old place at a great price to pay for it. The Mark Dietel team made it easy with multiple offers in the first weekend and closed in 25 days at the price we wanted. Talk to the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Talk to Mark Dietel. A good guy. Start that conversation today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details. Or go online to Mark Dietel. That's Mark Dietel. Dietel. MarkDietel.com. That's MarkDietel.com.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on breaking developments with the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
People think slavery ended long ago. But what if I told you it's worse than ever? Human trafficking is an epidemic, stealing lives in plain sight. Into the darkness, God raised up Project Rescue, bringing light, healing, and hope. Every year, Life Church partners with the Lucas family to host the Hope Starts Here breakfast for business partners with the gift of giving who want to make a difference. Join us Thursday, September 18th at Lucas Estates and see what happens when Hoosiers stand united against evil. Learn more at lifechurchin.com.
98 years of quality and comfort with Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, our family-owned store has been your trusted source for top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and right now, during our 98th anniversary sale, save up to 50% off on furniture and mattresses, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and extra discounts for cash. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Fall is in full swing at Sundown Gardens. Locally grown mums and pumpkins, plus fall annuals and decor. 186th Street, Spring Mill Road in Westfield. It's sundown.gardens.com.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window, we mean business.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What the president is saying about Charlie Kirk's killer. Nothing on radar. 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 85. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:31.
With a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job.
That's President Trump on Fox and Friends minutes ago.
And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But, yeah, I think we're in great shape. Mr. President. And he's in custody.
And the person who police say fired the shot that killed Kurt was sitting about 200 yards away on a rooftop.
Essentially, somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever. I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that.
And Trump added.
And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way,
And Kurt was talking about mass shootings involving transgenders when that bullet went through his throat. A man is in bad shape this morning on the east side of Indianapolis after he was shot along East 11th Street. Nobody is in custody for this shooting, and police are still looking into this. A high school athletic conference in Indiana is going through a change. Again, John Herrick has that story.
Carmel and Center Grove High Schools are rejoining the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference, and that move goes into effect starting with the 2026-27 school year. Both of those schools were voted out of the conference in 2021. With this move, the conference, also known as the MIC for short, will now be back to 8 schools, and those include the following: Ben Davis, Carmel, Center Grove, Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, North Central, Pike, and Warren Central. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Johnson County Coroner Mike Pruitt is under state police investigation. Police say that he may have given gummies to a 17-year-old girl and even purchased alcohol for her. State police have denied or confirmed, will not speak with WIBC News about this. You may have noticed it's feeling warmer instead of cooler. National Weather Service forecaster Casey Fuson explains why it feels different from what you'd normally expect.
For Indianapolis specifically, at least, the average is 79 degrees for a high and 58 for a low. We had been seeing below normal for a good chunk of the beginning of September, and now we're going to see well above normal.
And Fuson says temperatures will stay in the mid-90s through next week. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Fever take on the Atlanta Dream in Sunday's playoff opener. Despite injuries, head coach Stephanie White says her team has found its rhythm.
It's nice to have had the opportunity with this group for 10 days, and then, hopefully now these extra 5 days that we have, or however many days that we have, continue to work that continuity.
And the Fever visit Atlanta for a 3 p.m. tip Sunday. Game 2 right back here in Indianapolis Tuesday at 7:30. President Trump joined families of fallen 9/11 first responders Thursday night's New York Yankees-Detroit Tigers game.
And I will say you're going to win. George used to coach. For some reason, I don't know what it was, we won every time I came. Randy, is that right?
And the Yankees did win 9-3 over the Tigers. Aaron Judge smashed 2 home runs. College football tonight, number 22, Indiana hosts Indiana State. Kickoff at 6:30. The Indianapolis Colts play the Denver Broncos at home Sunday at 4:05. And Thursday night, NFL football, the Green Bay Packers past the Washington Commanders 27-18. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
All lanes of westbound 70 closed about 2 miles before State Road 9. This is westbound 70 like you're going from Knightstown to Indianapolis. Lanes are closed, backed up for a couple of miles. US 40 is the better option for the moment. Also, if you're going eastbound 70 away from Indy, at that crash site, the left lane is blocked while emergency crews help with the crash on the other side. So there's a bit of a slowdown there. Looking at downtown, southbound 6570 looks fantastic here at the moment. Then northbound 65, that is going to be slow before Raymond into the south split because of construction. And now we have a crash reported northbound 65 at Raymond Street. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 58 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99% or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with all of you. Dow futures down 101 right now. NASDAQ futures are up 23. Oil prices $63.58 on the West Texas crude. The Brent crude out of the oceans up a little, $67.72. And the 10-year Treasury ticking back up, 4.062. Now, it's still in that 4.0 range, but it had come down to a 4. And it was trending down. We'll see if that continues into next week. And, of course, the big news, President Trump saying just moments ago on Fox News.
Yesterday, you were at the 9/11 memorial. We were all watching that. And
Yeah.
J.D. Vance was supposed to be with you. He went out to
Right.
be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which
That's
is
right.
very nice of you. Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But, yeah, I think we're in great shape. Mr. President. He's in custody.
We will get more information as it becomes available. If the press conference, when it takes place, I would only make the assumption it'll be brought to you right here on WIBC. The world is crazy, but we don't have to be. We usually do this on Thursdays. We moved it for obvious reasons. The TK Thursday, now on a Friday music moment. Well, just for today, at least. The world's crazy, but we don't have to be. And this is about taking a moment after a radical 48 hours. To take a breath, take a beat. Remember, you've got a soul. Just relax for a minute, and then you can get back into it. Get back to the fight. The crazy people on social media, your crazy uncle, whoever it is. You take a moment, you take a breath, and the TK Thursday music moment today for a Friday brought to you by Kill a Dent Removal. KillaDentRemoval.com. You've got a door damage, right? Somebody banged into you at the supermarket. The cart banged into you. Hail damage, whatever it is. Kill a Dent Removal will come to you. Their mobile dent removal, paintless dent removal. Make your car look absolutely amazing. Kill a Dent Removal. KillaDentRemoval.com. They do it all. I've had friends use the service. Absolutely raved. Go check them out for yourself. Make your car look great again. KillaDentRemoval.com. So the music moment is about taking a breath, taking a beat, rolling down the windows, stepping outside with that coffee or whatever it is you're drinking, maybe your third shift. I'm not here to judge. Be responsible. Relax, enjoy, and take a moment. Turn up the speakers, turn up the earbuds. Today, I go to 1981. The first time I have played the band since, well, not the band. I love the band, but this isn't the band. No, it's how we kicked off posting the music moments. It's Hall & Oates. Roll down the windows. It's going to be all right. We're here. We got each other. I Can't Go For That from 1981. Producer Carl, hit it. That's all you need. Find all the music moments over at WIBC.com, brought to you by KillADentRemoval.com. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty?
All right, here it is. Check it out, Hancock County, and it's westbound 70, where we have a full closure. About 2 miles on the approach to State Road 9, and traffic is backed up forever. About 3.5 miles right now. So if you're coming up to Knightstown, you're going to want to exit at State Road 109. Okay, peel off and head towards Knightstown, and then you can pick up US 40 as your reroute. But again, westbound 70 closed a couple of miles before State Road 9. This is like you're heading towards Greenfield and Indianapolis. Now on the eastbound side at this crash site, the left lane is closed because you have emergency vehicles in that left lane helping out with the crash and closure. Northbound 65 on the south side side, that's stop-and-go traffic before Raymond into the south split. And then eastbound 465 looking pretty fantastic right now on the northeast side. It is slow right now from Ditch over to US 31 on the north side. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
58 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:47.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The deals and specials are sizzling hot. It's the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. The best dealers in the region. Hundreds of tables. Just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. Must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
You let him try violin because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Snapped a great photo? Witnessed something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
I don't know what this is, but I know that a woman in this show has really good feathered hair. I'm sorry, was that a dog?
Sounds like he drove over a dog.
Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I'm allowed to phone a friend or get help from the chat room live streaming there at YouTube WIBC. You should do that immediately, if not sooner. All right, there are some solid choices there in the chat, but let's go phone a friend. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
This is Dog the Bounty Hunter, Tony.
Nice. I like it.
Well, there was a dog in the background.
Right. I also would have accepted Cop Rock.
So good.
Cop Rock. No. The chat room is all over it because none of them ever ventured outside. This is the theme song from Heart to Heart. Is what it is. They were lovers. They were detectives.
And they
Did
had a
they
dog.
really understand each other? Heart to Heart. And Adolfo as the dog. I don't know if the dog's name was Adolfo. Nicely done. Yeah, that is the kind of theme song that honestly makes me feel physically ill.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And you were right about her and the feathered hair. Stephanie
I
Powell.
knew I was right about the feathered hair.
Hey now.
There was no question I was correct about the feathered hair. So, I love feathered hair. Now, look, I'm not shy about these things.
Love the 80s.
I don't know if I love the 80s, but I'm not going to lie. Feathered hair is quite all right. Quite fine. Who had the best feathered hair?
Heather Locklear.
You think it was Heather Locklear?
Yeah.
What a settle. What about Heather Thomas?
Yeah, she's a good one, too. Yeah, Fall
Right?
Guy.
I don't. Basically, you'd have to be named Heather. But it might be. Did Farrah Fawcett have feathered hair?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if we're gonna be if we're fans, which I am. All right, those three for sure. All right, maybe this conversation isn't right for morning radio. That's what I'm starting to think.
And our wives are listening.
Stephanie Powers. Oh, no. My wife is going to send me people. I don't know about your wife. My wife's going to send me people. Stephanie Powers. Stephanie Powers is a good one. Oh, Stephanie Powers. That's solid. Well done. Well played. Kendall and Casey are up next. We'll see what hairstyles they like. Matt Bear has got traffic.
All right, looking at Hancock County, this is a full closure of westbound 70, about 2 miles approaching State Road 9. Traffic is stopped for several miles well past the Greenfield Rest area, and this means if you're